So apparently, former Seahawks player is facing time after using deadly force on girlfriend. Former Seahawks offensive lineman Chad Wheeler is now facing jail time of the considerable future. On Thursday, Wheeler was found guilty of 2 counts of domestic violence. This stems from a 2021 incident with his then girlfriend. At the time, Wheeler was arrested for pinning the woman, Aaliyah Taylor, down and choking her twice until she lost consciousness. She suffered a fractured humerus and dislocated elbow. Wheeler, who has bipolar disease, pleaded not guilty to first-degree domestic violence assault and domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, and resisting arrest. He claimed it was a maniac episode. That being said, the jury determined that Wheeler used force or means likely to result in death. As a result, he could receive 5 years in prison for the first-degree assault charge. Wheeler's sentence could be even worse since his second-degree assault charge carries on as an aggravator. We'll know more about Wheeler's status when he gets sentenced on December 14th. Okay, you guys, so my thoughts and opinions. What do I think about this? My thoughts and opinions. First off, I want to say, make this very clear. I no way whatsoever do I condone any type of force or abuse, anytime domestic violence on a man or a woman, vice versa, whichever way. And that's my first thing I want to make very clear. I think there's other ways for people to solve their problems and issues, except to result into violence. But like I said, all of us, even the people that are doing the reports, we never know what went on behind closed doors. All we have right now is he say, hearsay, he say, she say, but we don't know what went on class behind closed doors and what everything that took place behind closed door when this happened between this NFL player and his spouse at the time. But however, we have to go with what we're provided. So how do I feel about this? Like I said, if he is guilty, I mean, you got to do the time, bro. Especially if you're talking about that you had her pinned on the ground and you were choking her until she lost consciousness and maybe had a dislocated elbow. We don't know. Maybe sometimes these cases. I'm not trying to make any excuse for this guy. But sometimes we all do know that sometimes information and things tend to be exaggerated, but we won't go into all that. But anyways, so far that's what we know right now. Now this is something, as I mentioned, that took place in 2021. Now we're here in 2023, at the end of 2023, headed to 2024. So I mean, and then we know from what we heard about the bipolar disease. So we have to look more into this and see, and it has to be determined whether or not that is a proper or is it a good enough reason for the court to be lenient and for it to be excusable for this particular individual? But we won't know no more about that. I just thought I'd share this with you guys, let you guys know this. So my favorite part of this section, I got some questions and I need answers. My question is, what took so long for them to proceed with these court trials as far as with the punishment or trying to crack down on Wheeler? That took place in 2021, and now here we are way in 2023 in December, around the same time, supposedly allegedly, is when this incident happened 2 years ago. I just feel that personally, what took so long? If this guy was guilty and there was not enough evidence to prove his innocence, why did it take 2 years in order for you guys to find this man guilty? That's when we have to start talking about, when we're talking about especially domestic violence, when certain people are given special privileges because they're a star or an athlete or entertainer. I just feel personally that this shouldn't have took so long for this time if they were going to proceed charges. It doesn't take that long to have these charges and everything with the evidence that they provided. I personally feel that why was the trial postponed for almost 2 damn years? That to me makes no sense. But I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. You guys been showing much love and appreciation. So until next time, you guys already know what to do.